Welcome back. It is hot. We've got smoky skies, and we have
wind
hundreds
on
of
the
thousands of acres on fire.
Yes,
so
and
it's just crazy.
unfortunately, the wind is going to be picking up. It's going to be hot tomorrow. Conditions are not cooperating. It is the subject of tonight's forecast focus. I'm going to start off with the red flag warning, and I want to explain something in a little more depth than time typically allows. It goes into effect for most of the region for Thursday and Friday, including the Spokane area, most of eastern Washington and North Idaho, Thursday and Friday. Wednesday, it goes into effect for the east slopes of the Cascades for an element that we don't often talk about with red flag warnings. We have breezy conditions and low relative humidity on the way for Thursday and Friday, but instability is a big issue in fire danger as we get into tomorrow, and I'll explain why. We have a thermal trough crossing the Cascades, and that raises up what they call the Haynes Index. This is something that firefighters look at. It is the combination of two things. First of all, dry air, and that's always a concern. It lowers the fuel moisture. That's why we're always concerned about low relative humidity, which we have had in spades lately. But instability is something that you don't often talk about in the confines of a short weather forecast. Instability is the result, will be the result of that thermal trough crossing the Cascades, and that enhances the vertical size of the smoke column. Instability allows existing fires to grow even more. It just basically the flames love it, and that's what's on tap for tomorrow along the east slopes of the Cascades, looking at, especially at that Chelan fire. Meanwhile, the concern as we get into Thursday and Friday is this cold front that's coming through. It is going to be picking up our winds for Thursday and Friday. It is also going to be bringing cooler weather, which will be good as we get into Friday and Saturday, but the winds for Thursday and Friday and the potential for some thunderstorm activity, especially over the higher terrain on Friday. So a lot of things working against us. Right now, it is extremely dry. It is 85 degrees, dew point at 37, our relative humidity just 18%. Winds out of the west-southwest at 10 miles per hour. Those will be light overnight and should only be in the 5 to 10 mile per hour range tomorrow. 82 right now in Coeur d'Alene with clear skies and light winds. Nationally, on our satellite and radar, we have a system making its way east with severe weather popping up through the Chicago area. Severe thunderstorm warning in effect for the Chicago area. Nice rains falling through the northern plains and the Great Lakes. Would love to see at least part of that radar signature over the northwest. Here's a look at our highs across the nation today. You can see our ridge of high pressure dips down right here. Look at all the 60s for Billings, Cheyenne, Fargo, Minneapolis, 67, 83 today in Chicago, 96 in Portland today. It was 86 in Seattle, 86 also in New York City, 85 in Washington, D.C. 107 in Phoenix. Here is your 7-day forecast. Hot and smoky for Wednesday. An air quality alert remains in effect for Wednesday and Thursday. Breezy conditions, and unfortunately that is going to bring some concerns about blowing dust. Cold front late on Thursday, and that is also going to cool things down. That is the silver lining of the fire weather forecast, is that we do have some cooler weather on the way, but a very dicey next 3 days until we get to that.